everybody. I want y'all to come into the living room with me and Seven.
Whoa.
This episode, we're talking about self-love.
I love myself.
You love yourself?
I love
Tell
myself
me how much you love yourself.
more than all the letters and all the words and all the books and all the world.
How important is self-love?
Oh, it's the most important thing.
What makes it
Top
so
two.
important?
The first thing. Excuse me. Self love is important. The most important thing because it's really how you get through life. Is how you set the bar. It's the standard. For people around you. I feel like, man, I don't want to venture off, but you can't expect people to not give you the bare minimum if you giving yourself the bare minimum. And that's a part of self-love. So if you love yourself, start there. Don't allow the bare minimum from yourself. Always hold yourself to a very high standard, very high expectations. Because if you don't, it'll reflect in your everyday life. And people will see it. And if they see it, they only gonna follow suit.
So, like, the term self-love has been used very, frequently now. Like, oh, love yourself and, do this for yourself and all this stuff like that. Why do you think that it is so detrimental now that people are using this term for people to love themselves?
Because of my species, my part of the human of mankind, men. I feel like over time, women are tired. Honestly, they tired of the bullshit. They tired of lies. You just altogether, not to run it down, but altogether, they tired of a lot of bullshit from men. So women are now, they waking up. Men are mad that women are city girls and they're doing what men do, right? But you have some women that are combating not just by being city girls, quote unquote, but they're just realizing their value. They're loving themselves. They're not settling.
So why are you just speaking on the terms of women? I'm speaking of self-love in general. Why do you think that they're using this term for in general, just not on the women's perspective of things?
I feel like women started it and men realized that themselves, us, ourselves,
Love ourselves?
should love ourselves, definitely. Even talking to, myself and about myself. There's a few things.
You feel like women started it?
Yep. Women started loving themselves. Men seen it like, damn, they're not letting us objectify them anymore. What are they doing different? Boom, we loving ourselves. You know what?
Honestly,
we should do that too.
I want to disagree with you a little bit.
Of course.
I don't know. I don't.
No, not it's not a bad thing. But
Okay, well, talking about, of course, like I just disagree with you all the time. That ain't the case. I'm gonna disagree with you when you say men seeing women objectify themselves as.
I said men see that women are tired of being objectified by men, and they start loving themselves more. So we.
Do you
follow
think
suit.
it's loving yourself? And I'm not trying to offend anybody when I say this. When we see a lot of women out here, like you said, want to be city girls and, exploiting themselves and giving themselves away to different women and different men, do you think that's self-love?
You know what? I don't. I honestly can't say if it is or isn't as a man because I don't know what your motive is.
Not even just women. Like, people in general are just like, even with men, like we talked about before in another episode where it was glorified for men to be with multiple women. But do you think that's even self-love, for to just give yourself away to a whole bunch of different women? And even for women, do you think it's self-love for you to give yourself away to a lot of men? In my opinion, I don't think it's self-love. If you asking me, because for you to give yourself away, it means that you want to give a part of yourself to someone else, which means that you lack thereof self-respect. Not in the totality of it, just partially. For a woman to hop on, or a man to be with a different woman every other day, every other night, I feel like there's a lack of love for you to just give yourself repeatedly over and over again to someone else, in my opinion. So for you to say that women are trying to, noticing that they're, value. I feel like women and men devalue themselves when they give themselves away a lot to a lot of different people. In my opinion, what self-love is when you go within yourself and you look at yourself and you can be alone. You could be by yourself. You can enjoy your own company. You could just create your own atmosphere and you can laugh with yourself and it don't make you crazy or anything. But you don't have to necessarily have a person with you to validate that you are loved or to validate that you can love yourself or you are worthy to be loved. That's what I think self-love is, not just fornicating with a whole bunch of different people or just, putting on clothing and, showing your figure or whatever. I do it too, but that I'm not saying that's not a way of saying showing yourself that you love yourself. I'm not saying that because you can just love your body. But however, for you to do it for attention from other people, I don't think that's self-love. You're not really looking at it for yourself when you trying to get attention, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So if I'm doing something like get my hair done, like I'm gonna fuck them up with this one. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing to fuck them up with this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that new watch or I'm gonna get that new car, whatever it is. I'm gonna fuck them up with that. My house is more expensive than whatever these rappers be saying. So, I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for validation.
So what if, like, because I said men observe women loving themselves. What if a woman is going through turmoil with a man or men, let's say either or, and then she realized, like, she's not loving herself because she doesn't invest in herself doing these type of things, but she decides to do this. Do you feel like she's, doing it to validate or to show the next motherfucker like this a flex, or do you feel like she's doing it, for self-love and she wants to display her self-love?
So for me, I can only speak for me. When I'm in a relationship, I like to pour into my relationship. If I'm with you, I want you to be, to be the best version of yourself. If you got an idea or a thought or whatever the case may be, I want to plant a seed in it and I want you to grow it. You know why? It's not because, it's selfish, because this is just me. It's not because I want necessarily for you to be the best. It's just whatever it is I want for you, I want for me in return. So if I'm doing that for you, I want that same reciprocation. Just how I communicate. I communicate forwardly and directly. So I do that because I need that in return. You know what I mean? I'm a cuddler. I didn't say it right. I'm a cuddler. I like to cuddle because I want that in return. You know what I'm saying? So what I give off is what I want back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I display my love. So everybody ain't like me. A lot of men financially able to will throw a couple dollars, woo, 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 get this, get that, whatever. They don't expect that in return. Of course they don't. But some men do it because that's probably what they love language or whatever. They using that a lot. What your love language is or whatever. So they love language could be giving money or giving whatever. Giving money is a love language.
That's some
a lot
bullshit.
of people and a lot of women is like, oh, if you love me, you got to give me money. That's the only way I know that you like me or something like that. And I just think that they don't have nothing to do with self. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that's what we're programmed to think. And I'm not saying a little money ain't going to help because you can give me that damn money. I'm not saying that. Run the money. I'm not in total disagreement with that.
I need
you
all
know?
parts.
You know what I'm saying? I am
sure.
not in total disagreement with giving me money. Well, let me know. But a lot of superficial people would give you money to shut you up. Oh, you mad? I cheated on you, or I did that, or whatever. Here go a bag, and be quiet and just close your mouth and be happy. And there's a lot of women okay with that.
So it's basically like, if I want to do me in peace, I gotta pay you.
Right. And a lot of women are okay with that. But those only for the men that are financially able to do. Now, there's men out here that genuinely, in my opinion, that genuinely that wants to pour into you for you to be your best and all that stuff, or whatever the case may be. So with those type of men, it's different, because when they pour into you, it's not because they want you to be quiet. They want you to be happy. And that's their, I guess their dopamine release to satisfy a woman. But everybody's different.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know we talked about addiction in our last episode. I think I'm addicted to being nagged. When you mentioned that, like, to get them to shut up, I feel like we'll talk about that another time.
No, you addicted to being nagged?
Yeah, because it's like I need to know what I'm not doing right. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, oh, you didn't clean the dishes right, but like in a relationship.
You like that?
It's weird, ain't it? Like, I love to improve.
So when I call you, be like, nigga, you ain't called me, you ain't pick up. You
that
like that?
shit I don't like. That shit I like. God damn, man, I was busy. I was tying my shoe. What the fuck? But you
like being nagged.
Yeah, I like being nagged, man.
That's crazy. I ain't never heard a man like that.
I'm addicted to being nagged.
For the nagging ass women out there, go ahead, y'all got a nigga that like to nag.
That shit crazy. But
I think that's trauma.
Being nagged?
Yeah, because for you to like it, you so used to it, and that's right, probably a way that you know that somebody loves you, like your mom. Your mom probably did it a lot to you.
Hell no.
Your mama didn't nag you a lot?
My mama didn't have to nag me a lot. She nagged me, of course it's part of parenting and growing up, but not a lot. Well,
in my opinion, it sounds like that you're so used to it that you think it's normal.
Damn.
And if they don't nag you, that means that they don't love you.
You know what? I think I know what it is. So, damn, we got time. I'm gonna drift off a little bit. So, when I was a teenager, I was in high school, 9th, 10th grade, in between them years or whatever. My family went through some bullshit. Long story short, we all dispersed. It was just me and my twin brother. We was living with our great grandmother. She wasn't a nagger, but she was old. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that, like that nagging. So it was sort of kind of whatever we wanted to do, we did. So I didn't have nobody really caring for me for X amount of time.
So you like the fact that when you with a woman now, it's like, oh my God, you really want me to be here, or you really want me to do this, or I gotta be. Okay, I can see that in that perspective.
Like, I'm out here thugging, I could be dead. Ain't nobody calling checking for me.
With nagging for you, it's a sense of being cared about.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's a therapy session.
I think that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, like, when they say women shut up, when we don't say nothing, that means we done.
Yeah, y'all done.
We done.
You ain't talking?
Oh, yeah. Like, dang, she don't love me no more.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? And that's not healthy, though. It's not healthy, because women need to do better at expressing their emotions without coming off as nagging. But for us to nag, it's definitely a way of us showing that we do care.
But y'all don't need to change that. That's one of the things outside of a uterus and breast that makes a woman a woman.
Is nagging.
No,
it's not necessarily nagging, because I'm not going to sit there and say that. Like, if we're nagging, clearly you're lack thereof of something. Or you're not understanding the way that we're communicating, right? So if I communicate to you like, hey, Rashad, I need you to take out the trash, and you didn't do it. So you may perceive it as nagging when I tell you to do it again, like, dang, she tripping. No, I'm not nagging. I'm telling you, I'm reinforcing you, like, listen, I told you once before to do it. You did not do it. So here I am and asking you again. So in that way, in that tone, it may like, dang, she tripping. It's not tripping. You ain't listening.
Now that is different nagging. That's nigga, you lazy. Get the fuck up. I'm talking about the different, like, damn, nigga, it's 3 a.m. Why you coming home late?
That's the same thing. Like, if we had an agreement for you to be home at a certain time and you keep reoccurring and coming home late, then of course I'm gonna address you about it. So since I address you about it, you perceive it as to be nagging. So of course my tone isn't going to be polite and pleasant when I say, "Oh, Rashad, you made it home at 3 a.m. Why is that? Are you okay? Did everything work out?" No, we knew your ass was outside having fun and partying and probably fucking with these hoes.
'Cause I'm
So
addicted.
yes, I'm going to,
addicted.
my tone is not going to be a pleasant tone. I'm going to come home. When you come home, you niggas don't want to come home because they already know what they about to get. Like, stop playing with me. You already know that I was gonna come like this, just like your mama. Like when you sneak out the house and you do something you ain't supposed to do, and your mama, you see them lights on, you know her ass up. You know you about to get that talk. You know you about to get it, and that's the same way with a woman. Like people dismiss that, and you think it is nagging. You got to think to yourself, who caused that?
Who caused it? So for you niggas, no, for women that are wondering why this nigga ain't coming home till 6 a.m, that nigga was sleep in the car because he know you about to nag him. He ain't cheating. That nigga just know what's about to come with walking in that door.
That's on a case by case basis.
Fuck that. That's every case.
No, it ain't
That's
every case.
case.
No, that's not every case. Case by case basis. Now, if I'm securing my man and I know that he's not out here doing X, Y, and Z, and he probably have gotten drunk or just chilling or whatever, then I might let him pass. But if you got a track record and you ain't shit, then you're going to get whatever is coming to you, buddy. You're going to get it for sure. But y'all take that as nagging, and you like that shit.
I mean, shit.
You think she care because she's saying that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's
I feel
toxic.
like nobody on either side of the fence can say that I'm wrong.
That's
Everybody
toxic.
knows. But everybody knows once a woman stops talking or nagging or whatever, y'all done.
You're done. But if she stops, could it also mean that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about if you still doing this shit. If your pattern is still X, Y, and Z.
Do y'all want her to stop nagging? Do y'all want to be right? Do y'all want to come home to peace and not wahala?
Absolutely.
Okay, then.
But you know what?
Well, do right.
But you know what? Niggas don't love themselves enough to stop. You don't love yourself enough to.
And I want to. I want to be with a healed man. My next man got to come healed, from past traumas and situations that he been through, because I don't want to have to, because I'm very nurturing. I don't want to have to nurture you back to health, because whatever you going through, I'm going to go through. I don't want to have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds selfish, but shit, fuck it. I got a lot of self-love right now. I love myself to know that I don't want to have to go through bullshit. So and I don't think a man or a woman should be dating or trying to be with anybody if they working through something. Like, get your shit together, love yourself, figure out what the problem is, figure out what you going through in your head. Even if you have to go through therapy, we talked about getting a therapist. If you need to go to therapy and figure out what it is that's affecting you mentally or what triggers you in a relationship, that can help you make the decision on who you date anyway. So maybe I wasn't even the person that you're supposed to date, because that could be a trigger from your past, and maybe I don't even supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like people need to work on themselves first before they even try to date people. It be men and women. Well, let's go on the men side of things. Men try to date women and be in relationships or even just have sex or anything like that, and they ain't even got a job. They don't have a house. They don't have a motor vehicle. So you're mentally fucked up because you don't know how you're going to get to A to B, C to D, or anywhere, but you want to fuck. But you want a relationship. How you want all these things and you ain't got a pot to piss in or the window to throw it out of? You shouldn't be trying to be with nobody. You need to figure yourself out. And a healed man is the most desirable man right now. Like, if you heal, you know what you want. You're not playing these games. You're not in here fucking around because you got something to lose. Men who ain't got shit to lose. So they fucking on this bitch and the next bitch and the one after that. And I'm trying to work on myself with cussing too, because, I'm trying to tap into my femininity.
Yeah, just let that shit out, dog.
I gotta let it out.
You got
Gotta get
this.
it. I gotta get it out.
Mhm.
But yeah, a lot of
Pass me that cup.
pass you this cup.
Yeah.
Needless to say, don't be fucking around with the fuck around if you ain't got nothing to put into a relationship or anything like that. Like, I don't think a man, now, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, a lot of men might hate me for this statement. A woman ain't gotta be financially ready, but she do have to be mentally ready for a relationship, in my opinion.
You right.
How am I right? Elaborate.
We ain't got that. If I elaborate, it's gonna take a while.
Let
me paraphrase. Let me paraphrase this. A lot of men come into this era and they feel like they ask the dumbass question of, what do you bring to the table? Bill collector's calling me. Sorry. And the same men that ask this question, they preach their African heritage, the black man's heritage, but they fail to realize during, or even now in this day and age in Africa, the men, they go out and they hunt, they provide, they get the jobs in Africa, north, south, east, and west. The woman stays home, she cooks, she cleans, she nurtures the kids, even till this day, where your heritage is, no matter the culture even, right? So for a woman to bring X, Y, and Z to the table from a career or anything is a bonus. And it's like men fail to realize that. So for a woman to expect that from a man is only right because we are naturally providers, protectors, and leaders. I can't lead you if I'm not leading by example. If I'm leading from the back, like an animal or a wolf or whatever, it's not really going to, correlate to the mission at hand. But we fail because it's always a rebuttal. It's always a damn, well, why you can't go 50-50 or why you can't contribute to it instead of just taking that charge. But
I'm okay with a man not being the richest man in the world. I'm definitely fine with that. What I'm not okay with is a man not having a mentality of taking care of his family 100%. Yeah, you might not have it, but your mindset must be to do. If you come in with the wrong mindset, go sit your ass down
on a bench.
You know what I'm saying? Because you coming in it with the wrong way. So if you're not coming in it to like, listen, babe, I want to take care of you and this family, X, Y, and Z, and you got a plan and you got a mission, you might be broke. You might be broke. But your mindset is to do and to take care of, yes. But if your mindset is, even if you are financially equipped, I'm financially able to, but, we got to go halfways, 50-50. Go sit down because you want a roommate. You want a motherfucker, another nigga or something. If you want to go 50-50. Because that's not what, in my idea, or a lot of people's ideas, the traditional way, I guess, is to be going 50-50 with no nigga. Absolutely not.
You're right.
So for all you men that want to go 50-50, go sit your ass down. And I'm just being real. I don't care who I offend with this. I ain't bringing shit to the table. I'm not bringing shit. If you want to fuck with me, you got to have the mindset of bringing everything to the table. If your mindset ain't there, go sit your ass down. All you 50-50 niggas, go sit down. And I'm not bashing no man. And it's okay if you ain't financially equipped. If me and you making the same money, if we making the same income, okay, let's talk about it. Like, hey, babe, I need you to help me out with this and the third or whatever. But if your mindset is, you want to be with me, we got to go half.
That nigga ain't got no plan. Yeah.
And then I'm not just gonna get on the niggas' heads. I'm gonna get the women head too, because y'all want to be taken care of. What can you do? What can you do at the house? Cause it's some nasty bitches out here.
It's
some nasty bitches out here.
They get the pee hole.
Okay.
They give it.
Nasty assholes can't clean, cook, or do shit.
Oh, you mean that type of nasty? Damn, what the fuck?
No, I ain't talking about no that's a good nasty with the
Yeah,
P.O.
the good
I
nasty.
mean, that's the good nasty. Nasty, I'm talking about, bitch, you want to be taken care of, but what the house is nasty. Bitch, you want to be taken care of, and you can't do nothing but lay on your back. Bitch, get your ass up and do something. Add to this household. Okay? I mean, we talking about self-love, but you got to love yourself enough to do for yourself. And I ain't no preacher. But I just wanted to get it off my chest. You understand me?
That was a lot.
That was a lot. It was a lot. And I ain't no nigga basher or no bitch basher. But people got the wrong ideal about things, in my opinion. I don't think nothing can work if y'all ain't, coming together and making, a man. First off, the man set the foundation. Okay? You got to come in like, listen, you my woman, this is what I'm going to do, and X, Y, and Z. And you game, cool. This is what I need you to do. Set that foundation. And if she don't follow suit, she can get the fuck on too. But if you ain't a man who can set a foundation, you need to go sit your ass down. You ain't got no foundation. We over here wibbly wobbly and shit.
You gotta go draw that shit back up, my boy.
Go ahead, go back to the drawing board. Yeah, you can finesse that shit. If you ain't got no money and you making a little couple dollars or whatever, go ahead, figure it out. Before you shouldn't be wanting no woman if you ain't got no money, baby. I'm sorry.
Right is right. Right is right.
You ain't got no money, you don't need no bitch.
You don't need no what?
You ain't got no money, you don't need no bitch.
You don't need no bitch. That's exclusive.
Yeah. Because at this point, what we doing? We fucking? Like, that's sad. I don't even get excited over no. No, it don't work.
So you love a man that love himself.
Listen, that's so attractive to me.
How can you, what
so like this
is
one
it?
little nigga I like, right?
Oh shit.
His mindset.
Man, what the fuck was that?
It was this one little nigga I like. He got a vision. He want to do big shit. And I don't know if he financially able to or not. That ain't me for me to, make that discernment. However, I can see his vision. He got a vision. He want to do big shit. He want to farm. You feel me? He want to fly planes. He want to look out for these kids. He want to donate his hair. Like, he got shit going on that I see in his future. And I fucks with it. And even if we don't be nothing or whatever the case may be, that's why I'm attracted to him. I could just see that, like, he got shit going on.
That's some real shit.
Like, I just wanted, I don't know, just put me in the game, coach, on that, wherever position you want me to play, I'll play. Because I fuck with your vision. That's just what it is.
You don't hear too much about niggas want to donate hair.
Yeah, donate hair, take care of these kids out here. I see him, last year he gave out some turkeys and shit. Like, I fucks with shit like that.
They gave out turkeys?
I think he did. He gave turkeys out. I saw his story. Like, I be paying attention to him
a
little bit.
No fucking turkey.
You got to go where they giving out the turkeys at.
He a jive turkey.
So, yeah, jive turkey.
Jive ass nigga.
He got a vision. I fuck with niggas with visions. That's all you need is a little piece, a little seed that I can, water. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like you can, not only can you, but should you, as a man or woman, like, instill and install self-love into your partner? Like, really sit them down and, like you just said, like, that's what you're attracted to, right?
Anybody I love, not even just my partner. Like, anybody I love, we talk about this all the time. Like, if I see something, if I see potential in you, like a teacher, like, oh my goodness, I can see that you could be this. I'm gonna try my best to, pour into you as much as I can. I want you to see what I see. You know what I mean? But you can't make nobody see that. But I'm gonna do my best on my end of things to, assist you on it. It's because I love myself enough to know, like, I know there's more. I want you to tap into the best version of yourself that you can. Like, people be so shy and so to share what's in that brain of theirs, that like, oh, I think I could do this and I want to be able to do that. But they so, depending on the environment they grew up in, they don't share a lot. But if you share with me, I'm going to help you with that.
I can attest to that. Just like the first 2 episodes. I don't know which episode it was, but I definitely mentioned it. May is definitely, she a walker when it comes to, making sure if you want the people she love and care about, if you got a plan, a goal, a vision, or if it's something you want to do, I don't give a fuck if you want to walk to the corner 10 times a day.
We walking together.
We gonna walk. And that's 100.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. So self-love is very vital, pivotal, essential. Y'all like them big words. But it's needed when you dealing with anybody, friend, family, even at work. You know what I'm saying? It helps you set boundaries. It helps you push yourself. It helps you push others. And, if you don't love yourself at all or even enough, I don't feel like you can really get anywhere. So, moving forward from this,
Rashad got a hickey on that. But anyways, we're going to step out the living room. It's not a hickey. I love y'all. Till next time. See ya.
So I was